It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Jaguars and the Jets, and it's coming up next on...
Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the 4-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Like a good target, Brock, Neighbors is there. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A handoff to Tracy. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down. They send a tight end in motion. First down throw by Rodgers. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 24. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Here's Tracy once more. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Pierce runs in for the New York touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Jones. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out in his 4th season since arriving as the #1 overall pick back in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Jaguar first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford.
3rd and 8.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Tracy. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Pressure comes, Rodgers. This is complete to Neighbors. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. Pitts brings it in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw again, Rodgers. He's on the move. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for on Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
A tight end in motion now. This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He gets this one to Strange. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. running for it. Here's Henry. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Fourth down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a first down.
Henry. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
On the option, it's Elliott. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Call it 8 yards, and it's third and goal.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now third and goal.
Trying to run with Henry. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Jaguars start to fight back with their first points of this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Taken in by Smith. And he crosses the sideline a yard.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And our focus?
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The numbers for Evans in last week's ball game: 6 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down and 2. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Darnold. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Darnold now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Quincy Williams. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Lawrence running right on the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They go play action with Lawrence. On the move past the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jets had 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Folk's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And running with power here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They run the option left with Lawrence.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40.
Lawrence will throw. This ball caught by Strange.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
Absolutely love the play design here. 2 receivers on each side with the outside guy running the short hitch. The inside guy at deep corner. And how about the quarterback? That little shoulder fake like he's throwing the hitch. Then he comes up and throws a deep corner route. This time for big effect, and it pays off with a first down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Jets' 9-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Darnold.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Darnold.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Folks' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are once again back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. And New York set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Setting up the screen, Harris. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Darnold now to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. The Folks' kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
That swung out wide to Harris. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joshua Hines-Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold under pressure. They got him again. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Malik Neighbors, 41 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep...
And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
New York set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. Now back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He finds his man. Complete. That's Walker. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A 1st down carry for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Here's Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, look at the juke. Past the 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets 11. A big pickup of 38. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Now Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Motion man left is Kirk. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Able to push his way through. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
Henry again on 2nd down. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Gets around him, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Patterson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Darnold. Short throw. Up hits. So 5 yards here. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that.
They thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's caught. It's the former Colt, Paris Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Lawrence to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now Darnold. It's brought in by Harris. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. Here's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it's time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's second. The tight end in motion right. Here's Darnold. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
And this is caught by Evans. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Lawrence.
And he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's to one of the new Charger wideouts, DJ Chark.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Lawrence. That is caught.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
But how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.